toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Buckeyes will get us underway with the opening kickoff. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. The run to the left. Got room to work. Turning it on. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Well, he shows you his speed and his power on that run. As far as I can think back to, Arkansas football always comes down to being able to run the football on offense. It's about grinding and wearing the opponent down. They always seem to be able to recruit outstanding athletes at that position. This guy is no different.
You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. They're going to ride this running back. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. Bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Going to swing it on second down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
How loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
From the gun, wants to pass. He's got the back in the middle. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
I don't always have to push the ball down the field. I love when QBs drop back, look at it matchups. Oh, I got my running back. I think he can get the first down. Give him the football. Let him be an athlete with the football in his hands after he catches it. Nice job by the QB. Nice job by the running back.
The Razorbacks are on the move. Quick pass on the fly motion. Breaks into the open. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is most dangerous.
And the Razorbacks back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. The corners are walked up tight. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
The noise level is relentless here on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. You're likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay. On the run, it's Potts. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They are a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Finds his big tight end. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Not the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
The Buckeyes come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Calls his own number. plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll go to the ground. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Ohio State. Boy, this just hasn't been their year. All of the aspirations starting the season in the top 5. But there's always someone that seems to bottom out against those big expectations.
No question, Reese. And what's so disappointing, especially looking at this team's offense, is they're just not making the plays. They've got the guys on paper that look like they could be All-Americans. They have guys that can change the course of games. And that's why coming into this season, they were given that top 5 ranking. But on the field, in games, they simply, for whatever reason, have not been able to get it done. And the lack of execution, to me, is a huge reason why they've fallen out of the top 25.
Yeah, they haven't handled the pressure. I mean, that's just the easiest way to say it. Because you just mentioned playmakers. They got them. They got guys that know how to play this game. That's why they were ranked in the top 5. They've got to get something going, and it has to start today.
And the Buckeyes have their offense in high gear. To the air, it's King. Snagged out of the air.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
The Buckeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Leaves it with the back. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
That's a really nice run right there. One of the things I love about him, he runs with such physicality and with the toughness. Do you think Woody Hayes, the great Ohio State coach, would have loved to have this guy in his backfield? His running style just marries so well with that. When you think about Ohio State and their tradition at running back, right? With all the athletes they've had throughout the decades, this guy was meant to play in the shoe.
The Buckeyes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to go up top on first down. It's complete to the right.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
And the Buckeyes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Bring in the heat. They get to him as he throws. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Completions are great. You want to get completions, obviously a huge part of the game. Nobody can say that right now. But you don't want to get your quarterback killed. You got to protect him a little bit better.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. They want to run it left here. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
A lot of times defenses blitz to stop the run. This very play right here, blitz the linebacker, but man, the offense did a great job. Everybody understood what they saw. Running back understood. Pick up a nice positive gain when they were trying to get a blitz and maybe create a tackle for a loss.
We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. The Buckeyes are threatening in the red zone. They'll go right back to it. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
And nice job on second down. Maybe you're expecting a pass. Sticking the run in there, catching them off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the first down.
The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
And the Buckeyes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State. An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Coming out with it, it's Harris. Makes a move. Oh, what vision. A dynamic return, explosive, and got loose on this kick coverage team, and they were barely able to keep him from taking it all the way. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Plucks it out of the air. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Quarterback will keep it. He's in open space downfield. There he goes.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point is good. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And it was capped with an explosive 22-yard run. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening. Run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. This noise, this crowd, and you can feel the jolt of energy going through the Buckeyes.
Well, everybody loves 5-yard runs, Reese, but come on, let's get real. When you're chucking the ball down the field and you got great quarterback play and wide receivers out wide that are making plays, fans go nuts, and the Horseshoe is one of the loudest places in all of college football.
They'll put in play from the 41 on first down. Back to throw, it's King. Still looking, on the move. And this one's not working, he'll just throw it away.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They're dealing with a second and long. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Quarterback keeps it. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's just, it's so hard to defend.
A strike downfield. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Harris. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. The defense sort of herds this quarterback out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage, and he'll take the loss.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that side.
The Razorbacks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Going over the top. Makes a grab deep. Off and running. He's at the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Arkansas.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the point after is good. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap it off with a play that can build momentum, a 78-yard touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's taken out of bounds at the 48. A really good return, gets it close to midfield. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That is a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's King. Makes the grab. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
When the football is thrown accurately, where I can catch it and be a runner after the catch, it makes all the difference in the world. I can keep that speed up. Now I can break tackles like you see here and go make big plays for my offense.
They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quickly complete. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Making side adjustments here. To the air on 1st down. Tight end finds a soft spot. Now the connection takes it to the 11. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And this one is perfect. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this 1st half. He'll bring it out. It's Harris. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? From the gun. Give on the inside. On the move at the 30. Getting up close to midfield. Gets it to the 48-yard line before being run out of bounds.
Well, on that one, they decide to attack the left outside on the ground, and you see the speed by the ball carrier there, Reese, picking up a huge chunk of yards.
I can't imagine any reason they wouldn't just run that play again.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Why not just go back to the well one more time?
Looking to throw on 1st down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
That's just a better job by the defender. He knew he was going to get challenged in this game. He knew these receivers had speed and they were going to test him. Nice job by that DB knocking it away.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. These corners going to give these receivers some space. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Throws to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Razorbacks will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Direct snap. Finding open areas. They bring him down, and that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. To the ground. He's got it again. Oh, he's got some space. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
The Buckeyes just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Handoff from the gun. Got enough space. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead. Now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it off with a 17-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Harris. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Leaves it with the running back. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, Just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Arkansas.
Second down coming up. Back to pass. Grabs it in the middle. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Ohio State.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Looking to throw on first down. Working that left side now.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
The Razorbacks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll try the run. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
On second down defensively, I'm always like, hey, let's get to third down. Really good job by the offense. It's like, nah, we're going to stick this run right down your throat, get the first down on second down. We don't need third downs.
And the Razorbacks are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you can see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return to that small change. They take over at the 43.
Well, watching this DB on film, I just love his ability to break on the ball. And I think he was anticipating on third and long that time, the offense throwing it right around the sticks. So he was able to drive on the football and secure that interception.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. On the move. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to throw, it's King. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got it. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And the Buckeyes with the 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. It's complete on the right side.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Buckeyes are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
The Buckeyes trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
From the 3-yard line, they'll try it again on 3rd and goal. ahead. He cannot get it in. A mere inches away from pay dirt.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain. No harm, no foul.
Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They've already put this game in a hammerlock, and now they'll go for the submission hold on 4th and goal. Scanning the field, it's King. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. They'll try to add another to their lead.
Offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Send that offense back onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Ohio State. The defense does the work itself with a pick six. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
That just might do it, man. Offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Harris. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air on 2nd down. Quickly to the tight end. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Caught over the middle. It's Wong. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
The snap sets up to throw. Moving away from pressure. And the quarterback bought a little time, but actually bought a lot of time, but not enough time. The defense gets to him.
And as a defense, a lot of times you're coming into the game and you're just trying to limit the damage when you play a really great quarterback. And they've done more than that today. They have dominated this football game. The offense has carried their weight, and this is looking like a great outcome.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Looking deep down the right side. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. And the Buckeyes buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on first down. The give to the back. Plows through the defense. Couldn't fight his way out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety. They'll set up with a free kick from their own 20.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His fourth interception. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Wide open downfield. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up the scoreboard.
Looking to throw, it's King. Here's a heat. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And they finally get to this guy, and he's electric. He's dynamic. He can make plays with his feet and scramble around, and I think they got used to it in the first half, and now, if they want to win this football game, they got to continue to catch that fast joker and get him on the ground.
The Buckeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on second down. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be third down. You got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you take that shot, and you stop the clock. And it's a long shot, but you're letting teams hang around.
And I prefer to win. Like, I want to make sure that, you know, if I'm up, I'm going to run the football, but there is definitely a school of thought in nowadays where I'm putting up stats and I'm keeping the pedal to the floor.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position, and here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. The offense changing the play. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season.
And this offense can